I'm Jeff Hemmings. This is Brightonsfinest Radio Show, online, DAB and podcast, bringing the artist closer to you.
It's all right.
Yeah.
Sunny-ish, sunny and cloudy. I haven't been outside today, if I'm honest.
No.
It was my birthday yesterday, so I had a few drinks. I had a bit of a slow morning.
It was your birthday yesterday.
Oh, yeah.
Nice. What did you do?
Nothing too bad. Just had a curry and went out for a few drinks and cows, but yeah.
Yeah. So you're feeling a little bit squiffy this morning?
Medium squiff, yeah.
Good. Yeah, it's my birthday on Tuesday, actually, so it's September birthday.
Happy birthday.
Amazing album. I've been really enjoying listening to that album, because you've obviously got a little UK tour coming up.
Yeah.
Including a date in Brighton. Are you all living on the island?
Yeah.
And it was basically three of you to begin with, wasn't it? With Chris, and then you ended up getting bass player Tom and drummer Chris.
Tom and Chris involved, yeah.
So there's five of you on stage normally.
Crazy, really.
It's been what we would call in the media world a slow burner. Something that you've had the time and the space to develop your sound. And you're basically going at your own pace, haven't you? And you've just been making music and releasing stuff every now and then, a few EPs. Was there any sort of grand ambition at the beginning? Was it just a case of just want to make music and see what happens?
I think it was just that, yeah. We never really had any sort of vision or direction. We just loved music. So just, that's where we ended up.
So is it self-produced, the album?
Yeah.
And the name of the album, Suddenly Everyone Explodes, where does that come from? Why did you call it that?
It was actually it was a lyric on the song Taxonomy that Chris just started singing. He's like, I've got a line. And instead of just singing Lars, he would just start singing that. And I quite like the sort of idea of people just exploding with happiness or something. I don't know, uncontrollable joy, or I don't know.
Yeah.
It's just kind of... decided to make a video. A cover of everyone exploding.
Yeah, that's actually a model, isn't it, that you made?
Yeah.
And you set the individual people and bits
kind of glued matches sticks to the back of them and set them on fire, and photos kind of pieced it all together. Yeah.
So it's pretty much a self-contained DIY. You do everything.
That's probably one of the reasons that it takes us so slow to do everything as well.
And the name, Plastic Mermaids, where did that come from?
I couldn't tell you, to be honest. Honestly, couldn't tell you.
Somebody must have just said it one time and said, read it somewhere.
No, it was kicking around for a while. I think Jamie actually made a website called Plastic Mermaids.com before we had the band, and we were like, and then it kept getting people visiting it, and we was like, oh, this must be a sign. We should probably just take, there was nothing on the website, but people kept looking at it. It's like, oh, maybe we should just call a band after it. Maybe it's a good sign. Yeah. If people go a bit too nautical with it, and I'm like, we don't want the shell bras sort of connotation.
Yeah. Any mermaids on the Isle of Wight?
Any mermaids? No. Not that I've seen yet, but live in hope.
Yeah. Tell me about the Isle of Wight then. What's it like living there?
It's all right, really. I'm pretty busy doing music stuff, and then me, Jamie, and the drummer Chris all surf a lot as well. So keep ourselves kind of busy between music and surfing. And there's not too much time to get bored, but not so good for dating and finding interesting young girls.
Yeah,
swings and roundabouts, isn't it?
Yeah,
it's quite nice when you go surfing and all the people in the sea, you know them all, and they're all just mates because no one wants to get a ferry over because it's 40, 50 quid.
Yeah.
So, it's got its positives. Anyone that I went to school with who had a half a brain left the Isle of Wight. Some people come back when they decide to have kids and stuff, but so it's a bit, but then there's quite a sort of creative community actually as well. I think a lot of quite a few sort of hippies from the 70s festival ended up just staying in Ventnor and breeding, and so then their kids are probably I don't know. Yeah, there's a lot of really good music. There's not masses of people that go to gigs, so it's kind of a slightly strange dynamic. But yeah,
obviously, it's no longer there. But when Festival was there, that was a big thing, wasn't it, for the island?
Yeah, totally.
And you've signed to Sunday Best.
Yeah,
which is Rob the Bank's album. Was that through your Isle of Wight connections? How did that work?
Yeah, I think it must have. We met him a few times, and then he came to us a couple of our gigs, and then he just messaged us out of the blue, actually, just being like, "Oh, have you guys got any new music?" Literally, it was about the day that we just finished recording the album, so it was like, timing was ridiculous.
Yeah, the song I Still Like Kellis.
Yeah,
is one of my favourite songs, and obviously that's about Kellis, isn't it? Who I saw a couple of years ago. I was very impressed with her, actually. I thought she was brilliant. Is that what it's about?
it's more to do with like sort of two people who are like have kind of lost contact and like kind of remembering that, and like just a line that kind of worked in there to make it make sense, you know.
You got a new single coming out, haven't you? Yo-Yo.
Friday, yeah.
Can you tell me about that song?
Yeah, it's a sort of a talky, sort of slow buildy song. I wrote some of the words about a few years back when my mum was ill. She was dying of cancer, to be honest, and I was like, obviously spent a lot of time thinking about kind of life and death and what it was to be alive, and I don't know. And then I come up with this bit of a song, and I was like, oh, it kind of just felt right to fit those words in there. So yeah, just roll with it. And Jamie writes the bits, and Chris the drummer writes bits. Yeah, he's quite a bit of a wizard with like the electronics. So he makes half of the stuff we gig through. He's kind of made at some point.
Yeah.
Like guitar players and stuff, and then we've got like 2 guitars, bass, drums, vocals. Really, we kind of switch around a bit though.
So a lot of the stuff is basically homemade.
Yeah.
Which your brother is mainly involved in all that side of things.
Yeah, he's just designed this sort of effects pedal that he's going really well, and he's like sold about 90 of them now, and he had messages. He got like an email the other day. It was like, oh, hey, my name's Kat Vile. I really like your pedal.
Okay.
He's like, I play guitar too.
Yeah. Oh man.
So he's given them to like guitarists out of Wilco and someone out of Grandaddy, and we bumped into Flaming Lips at a festival last year, so you could send them one as well. So yeah, it's going well. Like some cool people have got them now, which is quite nice.
That was Wayne Coyne, was it, who asked for one?
Yeah.
From the Flaming Lips. What is it about this pedal that people are so keen to have?
It does something slightly different to anything else at the moment. Like it's a big sort of stereo reverb but then it's got like a side chain input, so you can run like a drum into it, and it makes the music sort of pulsate to the drum.
Yeah.
And it just looks quite cool. It looks like a little old synth, but like it's not in a sort of standard box. So I don't know. Yeah. People just seem to connect with it.
So he's got a little sideline going then, selling pedals.
Yeah, exactly. And the whole band's been like working for him a bit during the summer, just trying to help make them.
Yeah.
Sort of production lines.
Well, what a fantastic way to supplement your income and keep things going.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And it's good, you know, it means that we can all take time off when at the same time. Yeah.
And recording the album, I understand somebody lent you a shed or something to do that. It was like a neighbour or something.
Jamie and I grew up in a house down near like Newtown Creek in the west of the island.
Yeah.
And, like, there was a sort of house in the woods down there, and we left there when we were about 6 and 8 or something. And my dad was walking past the house, and my dad used to have like a wooden shed in the garden that he built boats in, because he's a boat builder. And he was walking past, and they'd taken the boat shed down and renovated it into this sort of really quite modernistic sort of barn / sort of open plan living space / sort of garage. It's just this one huge room, and then with like bedrooms and kitchen and stuff at the end. And he was just sort of looking over the fence, admiring it, and happened to bump into guys who lived there. He's like, oh, I just got chatting to them, and then we were looking for a space to record the album at the time, and he was like, oh, just mentioned our band and stuff, and he was like, and they were like, oh yeah, they can come record here if they want. Like, never met these people at all, and they was just like, they lived in London, and so were only around for like sort of certain weeks and weekends, so like they just lent us their space for free just to come and record.
You got the Mannequin, haven't you? Still got the Mannequin?
Yeah, Patricia, the Mirable Mannequin. Yeah.
And whose idea was that?
that was actually through a video for one of our songs, "Play in Your Mind," and I don't know. I think it might be my idea, and I can't really remember why, or just I have no idea. I can't remember coming up with it, but I love it, and then just decided it was probably quite a good thing to stick in the middle of the stage. So
yeah, well, she's the 6th band member, isn't she?
Yeah.
The unofficial, or the official mascot, even.
Yeah.
People are falling in love with her, I'm sure.
Yeah. She's a babe.
Is she a plastic mermaid?
Maybe that's what the name is.